Okay, we're going to do a roll a landscape, showing those things that we learned. Placement, placing objects high in your picture makes them look far away. Placing them lower makes them look as though they're closer. And also size. Objects that are far away should look smaller than objects that are closer to us. So I have a dice. I'm going to take the dice for my first turn and roll. And I have a 3. If you don't have dice at home, you could just pick one of the objects. So this is 3 here. So I see lots of little, they could be stars or they could be snow falling from the sky. So I'm going to place that high up in my picture because it is up in the sky, and the sky is the farthest thing away from us. I like to put some objects right on the edge of the paper. Okay, now for my second turn, the background. These are objects far, far away. So I rolled a 4. So I see mountains and some hills in front of that. And you can alter them. They don't have to look exactly like what you see here. I'm going to give mine some softer peaks instead of hard corners. Okay, and these hills in the front. Okay. Third turn, the foreground. This is also kind of like the middle ground and the foreground. That rolled away again. I got another 4. So more hills. Okay, my fourth turn. When we get to the trees, no matter which tree we roll, you're going to draw 3 of that same type of tree. 1 in the background, 1 in the middle ground, and 1 in the foreground. And we want to see that idea of size. Objects that are closer should look larger, and as they go further back, they should get smaller. 2, got this kind of tree. So I'm going to start way back here in the background. This tree should be super tiny. Okay, so that's 1 small. So as I draw another one, it should get larger. Let's draw one here. So this one is about this tall, so I need to make the next one taller. Okay, so this tree should be taller than that tree. It may not necessarily be taller in real life, but because it's closer to us, it should look larger. And 1 more tree in the foreground. This should be the biggest tree. When your object goes through other things, you need to erase them. We learned about overlapping in kindergarten. When one thing is closer, it covers up the object that it is in front of. So the biggest tree is in the foreground, then they get smaller as they go further away, okay? 5th turn, flowers. We're going to do the same thing, add more than 2 flowers. Now, would a flower be bigger than a tree? Probably not. So you need to think about size relationship between objects too. Draw one a little closer so it will look a little bigger. Okay, so these are larger, those are smaller because they're further away. And the last thing, extras. So you can add as many extras as you would like, but remember size. Not only size for making things look far away and close to us, but also size relationships. Like a house. A house could be smaller than a tree, or it could be larger. I have a boat, so where can I add a boat? Maybe I can add a stream or something that's going through here. Now this boat is kind of far away, so I'm not going to make it super huge. This is a river. When finished, trace it with a thin, dark pen. Ballpoint, permanent, any of those will work. And there is my finished drawing.